I'm going to explain to you guys now why Amazon is the best opportunity to start a business and just in general the best investment that you can make of your time and money. So here's the basic concept, okay? Amazon is the search engine of products at the end of the day. So when you go and Google something, well, I just did it right there. When you're going to look something up on the internet, you say, go Google it. And pretty much everybody goes to Google. So this is essentially what people do with Amazon. So basically 46.7% of all searches for products start at the Amazon search bar. And then on top of that, 34.6% go to Google. But when you go to Google and you type something in, guess what the number one, other than the ads, guess what the number one search result almost always is? It's almost always an Amazon link. So they have the highest ranking. People go there. Basically, the main concept here is that Amazon is the search engine of products. So you want to, if you have a website and you want to get found, you want to be on Google. If you have a product and you want it to be found, it goes to Amazon. Not only is it where people go, but e-commerce is a megatrend. So really take that into account. So currently e-commerce added $500–600 million last year alone, and it's going to keep growing and growing every single year. Now it'll be up to about $5 trillion by 2021, but it may even be larger than that. So if we take a look at this as a percentage of all of e-commerce, this is just specifically in the United States, it is growing rapidly. And I see a day where this is 50-50 split, where essentially half is online and half is in a physical retail store. But what is actually being more disruptive, it might be more than that, because what I've noticed lately, I got introduced to on-demand delivery apps such as Instacart, Uber Eats, stuff like that. And I really dread going to a retail store now. I will pay an extra premium for people to just go pick the stuff up from the retail store for me. But still, a retail store is not the most ideal environment. So essentially, as time goes on, there will be warehouses in more local areas, and then you'll be able to get those a lot faster. So Amazon has Prime now, and eventually that'll be growing out more and more. So you'll be able to get your products into people's hands within a couple of hours. And basically, if something's over 4 hours, I'm like frustrated and I might not even buy it. So I not only, it used to be 7 days for shipping, then Amazon Prime made 2 day really popular. And then now I'm finding that 2 days is often too long, especially if you buy on a Thursday, it doesn't come till Monday, you need it right now. And that's where the trend is going. So there's nothing really stopping this at all. Those stats are a little bit different when it comes to other countries, but the United States is leading in e-commerce, and all the countries are going to follow at some point, all right? All right, so there's 180 more countries or more to come. So I remember when I went to Bali and I was looking to purchase products on the internet, it was very odd. There was barely any suggestions. I couldn't even find a green screen. And when it got delivered, I actually couldn't pay online. I had to pay the delivery driver on delivery. It was very odd. So essentially over time, that's all going to change. E-commerce is going to have its own revolution, not only in the United States as it's continuing, but it's going to continue all around the world. And that's the great thing about Amazon. It make it really, really easy to expand to the rest of the market. So this, in my opinion, and just pretty fact, this is the biggest change in commerce history of the world. And everybody has a chance because Amazon doesn't discriminate based off of who you are, your connections and whatnot. Amazon is a search engine for products. So as long as you're following the rules, you have an option versus, trying to fight and pay tens of thousands of dollars just to get it on a retail shelf. And, your placement is determined by some high-level executive and your relationship with them. There is a crazy amount of Prime members. So there's over 95 million Prime members in the USA alone. That's over 50% of all USA households, and it's going to continue to grow, and they're growing internationally really fast too. So by doing this, you could see essentially everybody's going to have Amazon or at least purchase on Amazon at some point because, you go to Google when you want to find products, you go to Amazon when you want to find them. Now, here's the interesting thing. If we take a look at this, a non-Prime member will spend about $600 a year and have about a 13% conversion rate when they go to the website. But Prime, look at that, $1,500 a year they spend on average. That's up $200 from last year. And when they go to the website and they type something in, there's a 74% chance that they're actually buying a product when they go to Amazon and search. That's unheard of. So while now it's not 74% every time they land on a page or your product page, but they're going there to buy. So people are going to Amazon at the end of the life cycle of researching. So you first become aware of something that you need, and then you research, and that's typically where people go to Google, and then you go to Amazon to buy it. So we're able to find pre-qualified people who say, I want a product right now, and they're going to choose pretty much 74% chance to get it. And My guess is those 26%, they come back later to buy it, or they just didn't find what they were looking for, because not everything's on Amazon yet. So I just want to show you guys a reference. The top 500 e-commerce merchants have a conversion rate of how much? Okay, 3.32%. And then compared to that 74% of Amazon, that's, it's crazy. Okay, so up to this point, we've determined Amazon's the search engine of products, but it's a lot more than that too. All right, so we go down here. Amazon is leverage. So not only are they going to provide you with 100 million plus customers instantly and start driving traffic your way if you have the right product for what people are looking for, but you also get to leverage the authority and trust of Amazon. I know a lot of times myself personally, I go to a website or see an ad for something that I really don't know if I could trust that. But at least I know that if it's on Amazon.com, I get that returns, it's going to come fast. And if there's a problem, Amazon's going to make it right. Now, that's not your case with every other website. You're like, I'm going to have to call them. I get on a phone with someone from a foreign country. It's going to be a long process. I might not get my money back. You don't have to worry about any of that with Amazon. You get their authority and trust, but also you get their warehousing, the logistics, inventory management. So all of this stuff right here, okay, this is Amazon FBA. So with Amazon FBA, they actually store all of the inventory for you, all right? They're going to give you a nice little dashboard. So you get a software program that is essentially showing you all of your products and makes it really easy to edit and update everything. They drive customers your way. They house your products. And then when it's bought, they manage the shipping label. They do that all. They ship it all out for you. Then on top of that, they get it there in 2 days, sometimes even overnight if they want to pay that extra, but it doesn't cost you anything extra. So the Amazon FBA program just allows you to scale at the end of the day, all right? You don't have to manage your inventory organization, which as you start to get a lot of products and you start remembering like, oh, what condition is this in and where is it all? And then, you also don't have to go and buy warehouse space, all right? So what happens if you start to grow really fast and you want to add more products and then it's like, oh, wait, and then you have to get staff to manage all of that? No, you don't have to do that with Amazon FBA either. Somebody wants overnight shipping and, or a question, can you ship it here? Amazon takes care of that, all right? And then you know what's great? Guess how much all of this costs? With such a great value proposition, it must cost a lot of money. Well, it actually doesn't. So, for example, I bought these alpaca shorts. So these alpaca swim shorts, and this is a great example of why Amazon is great. Now, these are unique. They're the only ones in the world. Nobody else is making alpaca swim shorts. I paid $40 for these, and I needed an alpaca outfit for a music festival I was going to, and it was in 3 days. So I went onto Amazon and bought this, and it had Prime shipping, and I knew it was going to be good quality. There was only a couple of reviews on it, but it was what I wanted. It would get there on time, so I bought it anyways. Now, these cost a couple dollars to make, but I was willing to do it because of Amazon FBA. So the person who did this, maybe these cost about $3 to make, 3 to 5, it's just swim shorts. You see some at Walmart for $5. So we just talked about the platform. We just talked about all those benefits of Amazon FBA, but you think it would cost a lot of money, but really it doesn't. So at the time that I bought this, to get it overnighted to me, which is what I ended up paying for, it cost that seller how much? It only cost that seller $2.44. All right. Now that's amazing because considering this, when I go buy the cheapest possible postage from the post office, it costs me about $2.10 alone. And then, so for 34 extra cents, they managed, they organized, they shipped it out on time, did the customer service and all of that extra stuff, and also brought me the customer. Now you do pay a 15% fee for the Amazon, but here's the thing. So this is where a lot of people get stuck up on is the fees and stuff. This 15% that they pay to Amazon as a fee, it doesn't matter because I paid $40 for these. It's such a high. So here's the main point. People, like we talked about earlier, well, let me find that up here.